What up? What up? What up? Welcome back, guys. Miami Hurricane 2019. We back up in here. Game is around the corner. We're gonna get started here in a little bit. Not everybody is back. Hope y'all had a good holiday. Kids go back to school. In Georgia, they go back to school on the first, man. They ain't playing. So we back. Kids are wrapping up summer school at the college. What up, Anthony? How you been, man? Shout out to everybody. We'll get started here in a little bit, man. I hope everybody doing good, man. Anybody going on vacation? Women's soccer team just won. Shout out to the ladies soccer team, U.S. They just beat Netherlands. Oh, I got the phone number right here for you, bro. Call in. Everybody's free to call in at will. We got a couple things we'll go over today. Again, it's your boy Dirk Chill 7 TV. Welcome to the 2019 Hurricane. Welcome back show. What up, Sean, man? What's happening? I hope y'all had a good summer. Man, I've been swimming and fishing pretty much every day, staying out the house. So, but we back now. It's on and popping. I got some good questions for y'all, man. Good question for y'all. Again, 470-422-0060. I am Dirk Chill. This is Slapping TV. It's good to hear and see everybody. He said kids in my family. Man, I got three. My three in the living room, and we got a sub too. Neighbor, he's here. But I told him to keep it down. We're gonna start hitting these on Sundays, guys. So I'll shout out to Wifey Slapping. She got an upgrade at the job, but she works on Sundays. So now Sundays is gonna be definitely my day. We're gonna get down during the season, before the season, live shows. I got some of those commentating shows. You know, I'd be doing that silly crap. You guys have the phone number. Hit me up. I will tell you anybody that's new to the channel. Let me start out with my old heads. Welcome back. Look, we got a call in here. Look, this is Anthony. Anthony, I'm calling you right back. That was my bad. I get sticky fingers. That's me. Uh-oh. Anthony, call me right back. Anthony, call me back. 470-422. There he is right now. I'm not going to get happy fingers.
Thanks for having this Anthony. We got disconnected.
Oh, yeah. No, I was double tapping, man. How you doing? Do you have a good summer?
Yeah, I'm kind of good. Summer. How was your 4th of July, by the way?
It was good, man. We actually ended up house sitting for my mother-in-law. So
Where
we.
do you live exactly?
I live in Georgia.
In Florida?
No, I'm in Georgia. Yeah, I'm in Metro ATL. Uh-huh. Can everybody hear Anthony? You guys put up a thumbs up if you can hear him well.
You can hear me?
Let me see if everybody can hear you in chat. How was your summer, though?
Oh, fine. I'm in the Keys right now. Before the Keys right now.
Oh, I love the Keys.
Yeah. Hey, what? Do you have do you do recruiting shows and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I do recruiting shows. Actually, I got some stuff to go over recruiting for 2020 today in this show. So yeah, we do
something. Do you think we're gonna get Justin Flo and Savell since we lost out on Keyshawn Lawrence?
Yeah, the Keyshawn Lawrence thing was hard, but I mean, really, let's just keep it real. It's gonna come down to, I would say, the first 2 games this season. Yes, how we finish the season, that's important, but like as of right now, we are 6th for 2020 in recruiting for next year. So, which is good. But if we can beat Florida and then we can beat North Carolina with a new Mac Brown coach to start off the season, I think we'll get them. Both of them.
Yeah, this one I don't get. Florida fans are underestimating Satan. We're gonna get Florida. The Gators are gonna blow us out.
I mean, they had a pretty good season last year. I don't think anybody can deny that. But from what I've seen from them this spring, I think they have some issues in the locker room.
Yeah. they had a whole bunch of. Did one player leave because of bullying or something like that? Or
Yeah, they ended up they had a fight or something, and then someone was talking trash about what's his name, Francois Felipe, or what's his name, Phillips, the quarterback from Florida. Let me go.
French?
Yeah, French. Thank you. One of them Florida
Yeah,
names.
honestly, they're overrated.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they did something last year, but uh, some people are calling us a sleeping giant. I don't know if anybody has seen that article. It was
Yeah.
posted yesterday, but I think everybody's underestimating us. If you really think
You,
about
you
it,
know, the funny part is, let's say the Hurricanes end up going undefeated in the regular season. We beat Florida and we beat all the teams. We beat all the teams that we're supposed to,
mm-hmm.
and we go undefeated in the regular season. We lose to Clemson in a close game and stuff like that. Uh, well, you think people are going to shut up and there's going to be going to end up being like another 30 for 30 called the New Miami for like.
I agree that
Thing.
I think if we can win, we can get another one. If Manny Diaz can come in there and bring us back to that swag and how we play, of course it's about wins, but it's not just about that in Miami. It's also about that swag. If Manny Diaz can bring that, which from what I've seen in the spring and how the players react and the coaches to just being at practice, the most dreadful part of playing football, it seems like they've got a culture down there. So yeah, we're gonna get another 30 for 30. You can tell them I said that. That's for sure.
And this is another question. I wasn't sure if I talked about this. Recent conferences by geography and stuff like that. Do you think it makes a lot of sense to have Miami more in the SEC with the Clemson and Miami and Florida State in the same conferences like Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and stuff like that?
Yeah, but
because it doesn't make sense for us to travel all the way up to Pittsburgh and stuff like that, and Boston College every year.
Yeah, well, the ACC is tricky.
Do you agree with that?
Well, that's true, but the ACC is tricky, and here's why. If you really think about all the other conferences, the ACC is the only one that is a vertical state, a vertical region. Like California is a vertical region. Pac-12, that's a vertical region, but Pac-12 is split horizontally, north and south. The ACC is one of the only fools that they decided, no, we're going to do coastal and Atlantic. The problem is, though, there's not that many miles from the coast and to the Atlantic side of the entire ACC when you're thinking about where these schools are located. So that's our problem. Yeah, but you're right, though, that Pittsburgh, Syracuse going up there thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're really
that, but like I said, if the AAC is gonna get disbanded or whatever, I think it makes sense to bring UCF and USF into the ACC and stuff like that.
That would be
and then
really
have
interesting.
The rest of those teams go into the Big Ten.
I mean, it's definitely something you could do. I mean, if you think about it, population-wise,
an era for conference realignment.
I mean, we think about it. We just had one, I guess, a little bit over a decade ago. And that was, when we did the Pac-12 to the 16 and, all these major and then dismantling the Big East in football. So that was one. That one was weird because I think they left some teams out when they did all that. But anyhow, but yeah, if they do another one, I could see that. I don't really see. I think most of the teams are in their proper conferences with the exception of maybe a UCF. A Houston, Notre Dame, but that's
Notre Dame should be in the Big Ten.
They should be in the. They should make.
Not in the ACC for basketball. Don't you agree? They should be in the Big Ten to get closer to that region and stuff like that.
They are a Big Ten school that gets to play Pac-12 and ACC and SEC and independents. They play Army every year, Army or Navy or both every year. I mean, I think the NCAA should make them choose a side. Like none of this partial crap. It's not like they don't have the money to play football in any conference in NCAA football.
Oh, no,
that's not the problem.
You know what it is with Notre Dame? NBC or whatever. Well, is it NBC? NBC or CBS
I,
play their games on?
I think it's NBC that plays all Notre Dames, and they have forever. You're talking
Yeah,
about like a
I think
40-year
that's the
contract,
problem.
probably longer. Yeah, it's NBC. Nathan did. Yeah, it's NBC. I mean, it's Notre Dame. I understand that. I mean, they act like they got. I don't know. It's Notre Dame. I mean, that's all I got to say.
And I think the other problem is it's a money aspect too. They don't want to lose that contract with NBC because it would make more sense that a Big Ten could have a contract with NBC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And do you have any updates on what channels or the ACC network's going to be on? Or any of the big.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be like on Hulu or anything. I think you're going to have to have some type of subscription, but it's just going to be like the SEC network. I think the SEC network, when it came in, 2 years ago, you could only get it like if you ordered it, and then now it's part of my Hulu package. So I think it's going to be one of those things. The first year they might try to get you like that, but Disney just bought Hulu.
Be part of the ESPN networks like that SEC network is.
Well, technically. Yes and no. They are their separate entity. Like the NFL is a separate entity from ESPN, but they still share content. If that makes sense. So yeah, it is a part of it because they're exchanging currency. So yeah, it is part of it. But I think it's also like, I mean, you guys will know. Let me think. What was the first one? The Big Ten Network with Texas and them. I think they were the first ones to like privatize their own network, but technically, it's going to be a part of ESPN because all that stuff's on
Longhorn Network.
Here's Longhorn Network, but here's the thing though: Disney just bought Hulu, and that's all the different stations. So Disney owns like 36%, and ESPN is owned by Disney. So to say the less, yes, everything is owned by Disney. Period. I don't care what anybody says, some way, for or another. So that'd be cool though.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I didn't know Disney owned all the ESPN networks.
No, Disney has ESPN, ABC, some of Fox, Hulu. Yeah,
also, they don't own ESPN2, the SEC network.
Oh yeah, that's all. Yeah, they own all that. Disney owns ABC, which owns ESPN. They own all that's Disney. They all answer to Disney and them. So some damn cartoons.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that Disney has their own sports network now.
Yep.
Do that.
And they also make the content. That's the problem. They make it, and they're the ones that you have to get it from to watch it. But anyhow, shoot, I'm gonna get back to some more of these calls, man. I got some topics coming up. I'm gonna hit you guys with, man. It was good hearing from you, Anthony, man.
Hey, when's your next call-in show?
Next call show will be Sunday. We're gonna do Sundays at 1. If I have to adjust it a little bit on Sundays.
Recruiting update still?
Yeah, we matter of fact, we're gonna hit a recruiting update. I'm gonna give you the overall stats as of right now. But yeah, we can do a recruiting update. I'll go ahead and give you what the ESPN has.
Okay, thanks for answering my call, Slap, and have a good rest of your Sunday.
Oh, absolutely, man. Hey, you have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
All right, peace. Again, that's my boy Anthony. I hope everybody can hear it pretty good. I got a little setup, change up program. I told you I've been upgrading. Just let everybody know. I'm gonna put up the Patreon page is still up and running. I know we have. What up, Miss All About You? I know we haven't did anything with that for a while, but you guys understand why we ain't been on. Man, I hope everybody had a good summer. Did anybody go to Disney for take the kids to Disney this summer? I know I didn't. I can't afford that shit. I know, man. It's been a minute. I said I ain't going nowhere. I've been telling everybody I ain't going nowhere. I'm just taking a little sabbatical, man. Let you boys breathe about something, man. That's what's up, though. All right, so got a couple topics we're gonna hit today. Again, it's your boy Dirty Chill 7 TV. We still have the Patreon page at patreon.com. Hey, I want everybody to go on to IG. If you have an IG, I'm sure everybody does. Slapping TV. Go to that because I'm posting a lot of my day-to-day stuff that we're gonna be doing on the show on there. Okay, so IG Slapping TV. Check it out. Next topic. Aston Martin leaving the University of Miami. Aston Martin leaving the University of Miami. He is entering back into the transfer protocol. That's going to be our first topic. If you'd like to comment about it, it's 470-422-0060. I'm your boy, Dirk Chills at Slapping TV. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat, though. Aston Martin leaving. So, yes. Well, we have DJ Dallas, who's looking nice. We got Lingard, who his health is getting a lot better, and he's looking swole. You got Cameron Harris, formerly known as Cam Davis. He's looking nasty too, boy. That boy is. I think he's gonna have a good career in the NFL. Just the way he runs, and I think as he gets better, it ages those legs a little bit. He gets in his prime, he'll be fire. And then you had Aston Martin, who was hurt, I believe, with an ankle injury. He was Mr. Alabama 2 years ago, and then was at Auburn, and we got him in the transfer protocol. So he's gone. I see a lot of people saying, "Yeah, too much competition." I mean, there's a lot of competition, but that's Miami. Think about Miami. Let's go back into time, and I can't go back that far. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, but I don't know the originals. I was born the year they got their first ring. Put it that way, 83. All right, so in the history of Miami, can anyone tell me a time where Miami was actually good and we did not do running back by committee? I'm talking at least two running backs, usually three. Usually, if we had two running backs, that means we didn't have one good one. Usually, when we ran three running backs, that means we had three pro running backs. Yeah, we got coaching now. If you're looking for more ways to see, some people can't handle competition. I feel you. I think, but I think it's also a thing that some people don't want competition, right? Um, some people want to go to a place, be on TV, get some fire stats, win, and go to the next level. I don't think it's a lot. I mean, these kids, I don't think it's a ton about competition. I think they went the easy way out. And I guess if you want to say that that's by not competing, then you are right. So I guess we're both right on that. So Asamar out. Like I said, I'm gonna get some more injury updates and stuff for you guys, man. We're gonna get some more stuff up and running. My next thing, everybody's seen the spring games. I hope you have. Miami built on competition culture, absolutely. Um, I know you guys have seen the spring games and probably seen the clips of practice this summer so far. So we're gonna bring up the question again. I will say I'm non-biased and it doesn't matter at this point to me. At first, when we were first trying to get Tate and Nkosi was coming out for last year, I had a different opinion. Now after seeing what all three of the quarterbacks are doing, I really don't care. No, that's black and mild sweets, the red ones. The O line is looking better. We're just having to worry about injuries, of course. But at this point, my question I'm gonna give to you guys is: does it matter at this point today? If the game was tonight, would it matter if it was Nkosi or Tate Martell at quarterback? Again, it's your boy Dirk Chill 7 TV. I'm gonna get some information up and put my number back in chat. Does it matter if it's Nicole or Tate if they start today? If we would play the game at 8 o'clock. I have one no. I have one no. Two no's. Doesn't matter. No, they both bring different styles to the game. Stacey Hall had that to say. All right, here's the internet aspect. Nathan says, as long as it's not Tate Martell. So that gives you Jaron Williams and Nkosi. Of course, go ahead, explain yourself, sir. I know people want to know. Information right there. It's a little jumbo. The information for the phone call is in there as well. I accidentally hit enter. 470-422-0060. Nathan says, as long as it's not Tate Martell. As long as that we whoop that ass, I'm good. I agree. Got to be able to roll out on bootleg. I think both of them can do that. I think on bootleg, I think Nicosi Perry is a better passer. Does anyone agree with that? I mean, I'm just from what I've seen. I'm just going to say that since Manny Diaz has taken over, and I've seen their throws. I'm not even going to consider last year. And Danny, I'm sorry. Let me give Dan Nino some credit, okay? Because he made Jalen Hurts better, and he sat the bench. He didn't play any meaningful games last season, or was it last season when they played Georgia? And he had to come in. But now, from what I've seen now, I think Nicosi Perry is the better rollout, the rollout passer. I think Tate Martell is more of a rollout, and I'm just gonna take off down the field type guy. Um, I ain't gonna lie. If we were running some Georgia Tech type option or some just shotgun run pass option, Tate might be legit, but the only problem is that she's shorter, so it's hard for him to see over the line unless he's down under center. I use Tate Martell just on starter. I mean, we could do some interesting packages. I don't think Daninos has anything off the table, and I don't think Manny Diaz has anything off the table. You see how he runs our defense. So any type of trick plays, any type of things like that could be on the table. That is for sure. What else we got, guys? What else we got? Oh, stuff everywhere. Like I said again, Slapping TV, 2019 Welcome Show. I'm glad everybody's back. We are going to be doing this on Sundays. What up, Raji? I'm glad you made it in, man. We actually not even halfway through the show. We're going to do some call-ins here in a sec. Yes, I did do a congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to the U.S. women's soccer team. I like these females because, one, they got that fucking swag. They don't give a fuck. If they the damn female version of the Miami, they the female soccer version of Miami Hurricanes back before they implemented unsportsmanlike conduct rules. Because them girls be clowning. If you guys have not seen some highlights, man, I would say go on YouTube. ESPN does show some, but they be cutting stuff up. No, go on YouTube and watch some of these full moves they be doing after they score. Shout out to the women's team. Fellas, man, y'all gotta step it up. Ain't no excuses. These women don't even make half of what y'all make when they play. Y'all better step that shit up. They clowning on y'all. But yeah, man, I want to say everybody welcome back to Cyber TV. We're gonna be doing this every Sunday at 1:00. Also, please go on my ING Instagram account, Slapping TV. You'll be seeing a lot of other stuff, things that we're gonna have going on, and like dates for things. I might just do I might do a quick questionnaire on there. Something that would be like too much to do on a YouTube video, and just let you know, hey, comment below what you want to talk about this week. Maybe we'll make that a thing. So yes, and please share this with everybody man. Someone that loves you, hell, someone that hates you. We got a lot of ACC fans in here, period. So shout out to that. But yeah, so let me get to it. I went on today and was looking just to see where we're at with recruiting. I looked at the top 10. I stopped there. But I will tell you this, from what I've seen out of the top 5, there were only 5 5-star recruits signed or going. 3, 4, 5. It was 6. You guys can check this out for yourself. If you want to check it out. But here we go. At number 1, 2020 recruiting class, Clemson, of course. Number 2 was LSU. Number 3 was Bama. So kind of no surprise there. LSU is interesting. I think a lot of these players tired of growing Alabama. Then they want to go to LSU. I'm saying they normally do that. They go back and forth throughout the years. Number 4, Ohio State. Number 5, Michigan. Number 6, the University of Miami. We are number 6 as of today in the 2020 recruiting class. Now, like I said, I gave you the disclaimer. Out of the top 6, there were only 6 5-stars. Okay, so either they're not signing yet, they're going to wait a long time, but this is as of today. Miami has 10 4-stars and 10 3-stars, and they have a 2-star. and that makes up our 21. We have 21 signed as of today. So tell me what you guys think. I mean, there was a lot of skilled players, of course. I'm really interested in seeing them recruit some more big boys on the line. Um, so that is what I want to know from you guys. Yes, we're recruiting, but what positions? We all know we're going to lose 3 linebackers to the NFL next year. Okay. Pickney, McLeod, Quarterman gone. They're going to the league. Um, we might have, I could see us having a first, second, and a third rounder, depending on how they play this year. You would want to know. I ain't getting no particular order. Nathan says we need to recruit up north for the O line. Like I said, the big country boys, man, you need to go up there to Iowa and Montana. These boys where they be on the farm. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no Instagram or what the kids on these days. Snapchat and nothing like that. They out there on the farm working hard with their parents. That's what we need. That's why the damn Big Ten so good. Finley's gone too. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, they're gonna flip flop. They'll come and go. You know, I will say this though: we should definitely keep an eye on any team, any players that are picking between the University of Florida and the University of Miami. Because if we come in and win this game, and I definitely, we will come in and win this game. That's going to be some flip flop right there. Um, I'll go back to recruiting. So as far as quarterbacks, I guess everybody's. I mean, we're going to Coasty. I'm down with that. Running backs, I guess we're going DJ. I think DJ's gonna get the nod. That's what they said anyway. Well, that's what everybody around the team is saying. Is that DJ Dallas will get the nod to start the season. Like I said, it's still running back by committee. So, all right, I got a tape about 305 Stunner. What up, 305? Welcome to the channel. If you're not part of the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell too, so you see what's going on. Oh, 305 Stunner said Tate is ass. Okay, yeah, I misread that. Well, I feel you. This says Miami got 33 targets. Justin Flo. I mean, as of right now, they're still saying we're gonna get Don Chaney Jr. He's a 5-star. But oh yeah, bet. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been on here, G. Um, but like I said, we definitely back on here. Jalen Rivers. There's someone else who asked me 6'6", 331, their big boy. I've been hearing a lot about this Van Dyke. His pro style quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke. I think he won some scrimmage something the other day. He from Connecticut. He looked like a Take the Martell motherfucker. But here's the thing. He's 6'4", 212, 4-star. 9th in the position. 2 in the state. But yeah. So as far as recruiting, that's what we got going on, you guys. Oh, Stacey Hall said he committed. Is that you talking about Tyler Van Dyke? Oh, change. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Don Chaney Jr. Yeah, I did hear about that. All right, bet. Yeah, so we got some pretty good recruits. Justin Flo, Darnell Washington. It says he's 6'7", 261 athlete. I don't know what they're gonna put him at. He might be a linebacker or something. All right, not done with my questions anyway. Next question. Next topic. Let's do this. Has anyone changed their opinion about the Florida game from what they've seen in the spring? 470-422-0060. I will put my number in chat. Has your opinion changed since seeing the 2 spring games, highlights, spring, indoor practices, things like that? Please let me know. Direct Chill will be doing this every Sunday. I'll even be jamming in the back. I don't even know what song is Pandora. Every Sunday, 1 p.m. call-in show. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Any change for the Hurricane for you guys now that you've seen what Manny's done and how that team's looking? I gotta call in show. Call in from 504. Hello.
Guys, my name's Greg. I want to be with a large black man. For some reason, I fantasize about a big black cock sliding up it.
People be so crazy. They just call in and say stupid stuff. No, 504. He was not. He was not a 315 305. Anyhow, as your plans change on how we're gonna look for the Florida game now, this Florida game hard to predict. Yeah, I think Florida does have 5 new offensive linemen. Definitely 5 offensive new starters at linemen. So I'm not really worried about them though. I know they're good, man, but I just had that feeling. But you know what? We have that feeling every season, or at least I have. We had that feeling last season. Um, but I think we learned after the LSU game that it was more of the same because really we that 10-3 season. I don't want to call it a fluke, guys, but let's just keep it real. There are 4 games, including the Florida State game and the North Carolina game. I think when we went 10-3 that year, we should have lost those games. The only difference between last year and 2 years ago is that last year we didn't make those plays. The year before we at least made those plays. You know, I think everybody was so high on just the defense and what it was doing out there, uh, which they should have been. Um, but Florida, all right, let's look. Let's see what Florida season was. I know it seemed like it was forever, doesn't it? Let's see what their season was last year. Because we're not in the SEC, so they lost to Kentucky. Let's look at their last 4 games. Let's just do that. Beat the shit out of Michigan in the Peach Bowl. The game before that, though, they played Idaho. Then they beat them by 53. They played Vanderbilt and won by 10. And the game before that, they played number 18 Mississippi State and won 13-6. So a couple close ones in there. They blew out Tennessee. They beat LSU, which was number 11. Let's see what else. Lost to Georgia, which was number 5, though. Georgia was good during that time of season. Beat the shit out of Florida State. But who didn't? Florida State. Hey, there ain't Florida State fans in here, man. Y'all motherfuckers suck, bro. I'm just going to keep it real with you. My best friend, Florida State, he's my boy. If I didn't respect him, I'd probably clown on him too. But I will clown his team. I guarantee. So, Michigan, yeah, they made the Peach Bowl last year. I don't know what this on the old school one. Let's see. Offense easy to defend. Yeah, man, everybody knew what was coming when they played us, though. Like when you played Miami, it was no switcheroo. It was my 10-year-old son can call a play that Mark Rick was about to call, and that's what happened, and we get that ass whooped. So let's just keep it real right there. I'm gonna look into this North Carolina thing. I want to see what Mac Brown's doing over there. Because I'm interested in how good North Carolina is actually going to be. ESPN is talking mad. They're like, oh yeah, They're gonna be real good next year. Uncle Lou has Virginia winning the Coastal. What do you guys think about that? Uncle Lou really think he says right now if he would pick any team to win the Coastal, it'd be Virginia. Nah, man, Nathan, I could pick better plays on Madden rookie mode than what Mark Rick was calling. No doubt. Uncle Lou, the LouTube YouTuber. Much respect to Uncle Lou. He in Georgia. He's a Georgia fan. He said that if he was going to pick anybody, he'd pick Virginia to win the Coastal. Man, you guys realize we were the ACC Coastal was, now that I actually look back on it, the ACC Coastal was the worst division in college football. Like we were not good, man. So he says right now, I mean, I still think that they're no fucking match for us. That's like Duke. They were getting us because we weren't playing for shit. And it was them games were like a Friday game, you know, or the year before that we played a game. Pittsburgh, the day after Thanksgiving at Pittsburgh. Like, who scheduled that fucking game? You can take these Florida boys up there to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the day after Thanksgiving, which is the end of November. They played on the 25th, 26th. Coastal is garbage though, and I'm sorry, and it is sad that we can't win. We really got to get better, but we are better. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna do the ugly truth right now. I want to look at our last year. Think about the actual numbers from last year. It was some ugly games, bro. We could not score the ball at all. What up, everybody? It's your boy Dirk Chill 7 TV. I'll put the phone number in chat. You're more welcome to call in into the live stream. Hope everybody's had a good summer. Summer about over, at least down here in the South. I mean, it's going to be hot forever, but the kids go back to school August 1st, which means for the most part, summer's over down here. Let's see what I was looking like last year. Everybody go on Instagram. Please go on IG and add Slapping TV if you have not. And I know it's a lot of y'all that haven't yet. So please go over there. If we get an average quarterback and put off it, we had an average offense last year. So we were 119th in total offense, but we were fourth in total defense, fifth in total defense. Okay, so let's just think about this. We're almost dead first and almost dead last in perspective categories. If we were at least a mediocre offense last year, that'll put us around 75, 75th. 60 would have been 60th. 60 spots up, 73 spots up from where we were on offense last year. Those small games that we should have won, we would have won. All the ones that were close that had no business being close. Let me change. I'm gonna go back to schedule. All the ones that were close that shouldn't have been close. We would have won those games. Here we go. I got the schedule from last year. It's so ugly. I hate going back and looking at it. Okay, so the LSU game 33-17. If we were at least a mediocre offense. Rozier had 259 passing. The highest rusher was DJ Dallas with 38 rushing yards. That was the LSU game. He had 38 rushing yards. And then Jeff Thomas had 132 receiving yards, and he was our leading receiver. All right. So if we would have listed, that would have still been a hard game to win. I'm not gonna lie. Even though our defense shut them down in the second half, though. So that was the difference because it was 30-3 or 33-3 or something like that at halftime. So yeah, Savannah State. Well, yes, whatever. Toledo, we would at least score 60. That was weak. Florida National. All right, here's a good example of a bad game. Florida National played against versus Florida National. The score was 31-17 last year. Perry was 224, Homer 114, but Harley was only 76 yards, was our leading receiver. We didn't have a receiver at 100 yards. Of course, we know why. It's because all we were in was the option read. Next game, we blew up North Carolina. Everybody did, though. Florida State game, we won by 1 point. Okay, granted, that's always a hard game for us. But you want to know what we had? In the Florida State game, we had Homer with 70 yards as our leading rusher. That's it. Homer with 70. Go to the Virginia game. This is the infamous pull N'Kosi Perry and put in Rozier for the next whatever many games that he did. 4 games. No. Yeah. This is it. 3 games, 4 games. Virginia 16-3. We had no business being that close in that game. We only scored 1 touchdown. The rest were field goals. I do believe so. Ridiculous. Go to the next game, Boston College. We lost. How the hell we lose to Boston College? I know it's at Boston College, and it's also October 26th. It ain't that damn cold in Boston College. Malik Rozier passing. He had 157 passing yards. That was our leading passer against Boston College. Rozier was the highest rusher as well with 71 yards. So Rozier total offense, I'm looking at 221 in that game. Oh, this is going to make you throw up. Boston College at Boston College. We lose 27-14, and our leading receiver is Travis Homer with 46 yards. This is just like bad play calling after bad play calling after bad play calling. Here's one right here we definitely should have won. The Duke game. We lost 20-12. Rozier had 76 passing yards against a basketball team. I'm not making these numbers up. I am on ESPN right now. It's your boy Dirk Chill, Slapping TV, 470-422-0060. I'm looking at ESPN, looking at our numbers from last year. The Duke game, Rozier had his high passing was 76. He had the most passing yards. I don't know if Perry played that game. I believe he still wasn't playing that game. Homer had 133 in rushing. So we still have some decent rushing throughout the year. I mean, receiving, I'll get to that when I get to the bottom. Mike Harley for 45 yards in that game. Georgia Tech game, we lose 21-27 on the last year of the option run in the ACC. And I think that was the game that I really felt our defense gave up. Our offense was one of the saddest things I've ever seen last year. It was. It's been a long time since I look forward to watching the defensive plays and punt return. That was last year for me. I just wanted to watch defense. Georgia Tech game, we lose. Travis Homer Cameron Davis was the leading rusher that game. That's when after Homer, I guess he was hurt during that time. 48 yards. Jeff Thomas had 84 yards. Right now, you guys, out of every game, I'm from the first game of the season to the game where we lost against Wisconsin last season. We had 2 games where we had a receiver that had over 100 yards. That was Jeff Thomas in the LSU game, that's pretty impressive, and Jeff Thomas in the Toledo game. Those are the only 2 games for Miami. We have anybody over 100, 132 and 105. The next closest is 84, and the average is around 72. So, anyhow, hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. That was a quick intermission because the kids wanted to bang on the door and ask for a daggone popsicle. Why kids act like this? Why I can't wait till they go back to school. They act like we don't feed them all day long. Back to my stats. All right. Welcome, everybody. Quick. So, Georgia Tech game, we lost. Virginia Tech game, we actually beat them pretty good. Perry had 171, Cam Davis 77, Cager 33. That was the highest receiving yards in the game, man. Pittsburgh, we won 24-3. I don't know what was up with them. That was at Pittsburgh. They were just deflated. And they were ranked, which was the sad thing. I don't know what happened that game, but Travis Homer had 168. So we had some good running. Homer had 3 games over 100. Dallas had 1 game. 2 games over 100. So anyhow, that's last year's stats, man. Oh man, our hour's almost up already. So while everybody's in chat, man, Director Chill. We will be here every Sunday, man. What do you guys want to talk about next week? I already have recruiting. What's my patterns right here in my face? I already have recruiting. We can talk about Florida spring game. I don't care. You know what? I want to hit the Florida spring game. So you guys tune in next Sunday at 1:00. We are going to discuss the entire Florida spring game. Even though they did some silly stuff in their spring game, they had like old players intercepting the ball and running, and old players come in at running back in regular street clothes. Man, it was funny. Like I said, they might not be ready for business. Yeah, so Florida spring game. Talk about that. We'll talk about recruiting. Anthony want to talk about that. Yeah, some information in chat for you guys. If you guys do not know Anthony, it's a lot of the guys, Nathan, a lot of the guys in chat room are faithful. They already have my number. So during the season, anything goes down, man, I was getting texts left and right, and they know. We even have a group text for all the Slapping TV faithful. So, you guys join in on that. Please go to the Instagram account, at Slapping TV. Share and like this. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you something. You see something you like, just tag a friend in it. If it's something that they would like, just tag their name in it. Talk about how the new wide receiver coach is he the kind of recruiter that can. All right, this is a nice one. Stacey Hall wants to know if the new wide receiver coach can recruit elite wide receivers. I like that question. Florida thinks they made it since they beat sorry ass Michigan. And Florida was struggling to beat Michigan for a while though. They got them the previous year, and I think the year before that they played. All right, so wide receiver coach recruit. Elite receivers. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Florida, man. I'm gonna look at the spring game. I'm gonna go through it again. I did see it once, man, but like I said, they was doing all this crazy trickery. It was like they weren't even taking it serious, and I kind of felt disrespected because a lot of the spring games you see, it's about business. I mean, I don't care if damn Nick Saban's first game of the season is against Toledo, and you watch the Alabama spring game, you don't see them out there just joking around like that. You know what I'm saying? They act like they done made it or something. And I think it was a punch at Miami because they had all their former greats. Yeah, I know sometimes they do that. I know sometimes Florida State does that, but no one brings their former greats to spring games, to the sideline of games, and to practices like the University of Miami. I mean, we have so much respect for them, and I think that's why people on the outside looking in does not understand why we won't give up the pass. It's not just about the amount of rings that we have, because every team will tell you the first thing when you walk in their facility you're going to see is the number of rings they have. They don't give a damn if it was from the 1800s. So that part I'm not listening on with anybody else. But I will tell you is that the fact that the greats always come back and they're the ones who are training our Miami boys or coach. And Michael Irvin been at damn near all the practices. Of course, his son does play for the U, but he was there before his son got there, helping out the old players and stuff like that. So that is just what Miami is about. You know, we are high, true, tried, true, and faithful to our old heads. And I never, it's family. So I don't want to hear that hating shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like being in the Miami family as a player, when you go to the league, just a whole nother level. It's one thing to be a Kane, but when you're part of the select few kids that can actually make it to the league, and you're a Kane, that small group of people, it's like they have a fucking Heisman house or something. And almost all of them are Hall of Famers. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure our numbers are higher than everybody else, but we've also put in a lot of talent. And the ones that aren't Hall of Famers yet will be Hall of Famers. And I think we're about to have a new list of Hall of Famers. We'll see it in our time. I think Manny Diaz is going to have some players come out of this 3-year tenure, especially on defense, that mentally are going to be ready. And that's really what it's all about. But anyhow, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We will be back on Sunday, 1 o'clock. I'll also be doing some other stuff on here for you guys, some small clips. But the most important thing I want you to do, seriously, when you get off here, go to IG Slapping TV and subscribe, okay? Because you're going to see my everyday stuff that I do. Sometimes I just quick 60 seconds, boom. Something that's too much to go on YouTube. Just something quick. So jump on there every Sunday, call-in show. We're going to be having some good time, man. And these boys going to be getting ready for that Florida game because I'm ready. But anyhow, like and share this, subscribe, hit the bell button if you have not. It's your boy Dirk Chill, Slapping TV. I will see you next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.